Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new Halacha for you, and it's for Tuesday, the 26th day of May. Here we go. I'm actually taping this right before Shavuos, and I want to upload it right before Shavuos and hopefully have it available for you right after Shavuos. I'm just in the mood of doing a Torah law because we're all wrapped up in Torah right now at the holiday of Shavuos. So here goes. You may know that whenever a person, or even NCSY, a Shabbaton, wants to move a Torah from one location to another for, let's say, a Shabbaton, or you want to bring it to someone's house so that they could read the Torah at his house, it is a question. Just popping a Torah from location to location is not that simple. And you just don't do it willy-nilly anytime you please, because a Torah is a very important thing, and to just drag it around by the nose like come here Torah, come there Torah is not honorable to the Torah. So certain restrictions would apply, and I'm going to try to tell you some of them before you just decide to say, let's bring a Torah over to so-and-so's house. First of all, if you're bringing the Torah to an important person's house, that is considered an elevation to the Torah because it's going to the house of a very important person, and therefore it is permissible. The question is, what's an important person? So anybody who's of very high stature in learning Torah, or a tzaddik, that would put the person in the caliber of being an important person for which you would move the Torah. And there are a lot of poskim who are lenient and say an important person could even be any Jew who's just careful to not miss Kriyas HaTorah. He's always careful to hear the Torah reading. That in itself makes him important enough to have a Torah brought to him. And certainly you could rely on that if you want to move a Torah to the place of where an important person who always, let's say, tries to be diligent about hearing Kriyas HaTorah, you can bring the Torah to him. If you're moving it for a congregation, a tzibur, like an NCSY Shabbaton needs a Sefer Torah at their Shabbaton, that too would be permitted, and that's because a tzibur, a congregation, is considered as important as an important person. So for the same reason, it would be considered an elevation for the Torah to go to that place, and therefore you could bring it there. Now, it is best, whenever transporting a Torah, to have a set location for the Torah to be in, instead of just having it kind of like be wherever. It's best, I know, not always easy for people to arrange this, but it is best if you can have a Aron Kodesh, even a temporary one, where the Torah will rest when it's in that other location, so that it just won't be, again, willy-nilly just dumped on a table and lying around. The Torah is important and should have a set place to be. You may have heard of a halacha that if you're going to take it to a place, you should make certain that it's going to be read at that place at least 3 times. And that's not always easy to arrange. At a Shabbaton, sometimes there's the Shabbos morning reading, the Shabbos Mincha reading, and then maybe the Monday morning reading. And it would be nice if you could arrange for that. But not all poskim agree that this really has to be relied on. And there are people who say that you do not have to rely on that halacha of making sure that you're going to read it 3 times in that place. It is mentioned in the Aruch HaShulchan, but a lot of poskim say that you don't have to follow that rule. So if you're moving the Torah to somewhere and you're only going to read it there once or twice, that could be considered also okay if it's for an important person or a congregation or something like that. Rav Moshe Feinstein Zatzal did say about this halacha that if you know people who are being adherent to that rule of trying to make certain that it's read there 3 times, you shouldn't challenge them on it, because they are following something that is mentioned in halacha. So don't challenge them on it. But he says you don't have to rely on this halacha. You could move it for even 1 Torah reading if it's for an important person. So I don't know if you're hearing this on certainly not on Shavuos, before Shavuos or after. Either way, it's an important Torah halacha, and always be involved in Torah. And I'm taping this right before. If you're hearing this right before, I hope you have a good Shabbos and Shavuos. If you're hearing it right after, important laws for you to know. I might even do 1 or 2 more of these. But anyway, bye-bye. Log on again tomorrow for more.